Hey, everybody. How you doing, John?
Hey.
How you doing, Andrea?
Hey,
How you doing,
I
Heinrich?
don't have confetti.
Hey,
Hey. And for those coming in, hey.
hey, everybody.
Hey,
Hey,
everybody.
everybody.
Let's just all do it at the same time on a count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hey,
Hey,
everybody.
Everybody. Your guys and counting latency is just not good.
We're working on it. We will get better.
I will,
Okay.
for those coming in, today is what's new in Adobe Firefly with the Firefly 4. Using
Mm,
the Firefly 4 model, too.
Yes.
It's fun. And we got some people coming in, so let's see.
I just talked about Kiona. I told them about our craft group in Firefly.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Says hi, everyone.
Yeah.
Andrea.
I think Heinrich, that was your idea. I think that's a great idea. Maybe someday.
yes.
Yeah.
What you guys on the stream who are looking from far, far away, think about it. Some crafting with Firefly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do it
Maybe
in our group.
interesting.
And then
You got
real quick, let me just give a quick shout out before we begin. Jumping on in. First, thank you StreamYard for making this live with StreamYard availability. I stream to Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. I think I used to stream to Twitter, but I'm not sure I focus on that anymore. But makes it seamless, easy, and as you can see here, multiple guests here all in one. So thank you, StreamYard. And then a little thank you to BenQ. I'm a BenQ ambassador, so I recommend BenQ.
Well.
You get the PD3225U, the 4K Thunderbolt 3 monitor, deeper blacks, the Display P3, Thunderbolt 3, and M book mode.
Guess what?
You got one?
He's up there.
I got
He's
one.
up there.
Great company.
Hey.
And dude, it makes yeah. What a difference it makes. I mean, I look at that next to my old monitor, and my old monitor was pretty good, but what a difference. Yeah, so anyway, BenQ.
BenQ, good quality.
Big
Ben Q, thank you. I want mine.
Thank
Hey,
you.
darling.
Okay, so John, you want to go first?
Me? Whatever
I
happened to
know.
ladies
Just
first?
right on.
I'll be happy.
Not
to.
Andrew.
I'll be happy.
Shuffle it up a little bit here.
Let's jump in.
Put me on the spot, huh? Wow. Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go. I'm going to start off with a dream I had last night. I had a
man.
dream, and it was weird.
John streams.
It was not. It was not like an MLK dream. It was a weird dream. It was like it's like I woke up and thinking, wow, that was weird. Anyway, so I tried to remember it as best I could and put it into words in a prompt. So let me copy it real quick. I put it down here on text. And I'm, as you can see, in Firefly, and we're going to work off of Model 4 today. So I'm just going to go over here to text to image, as you see. You have, and there's some new stuff. We'll get to that. Just hang on to your underwear. We'll get to it, okay? Okay, sorry.
You're hanging.
Stop.
All right.
Start simple.
Like,
Wow.
okay.
How'd that happen?
You're not supposed to see that. I was okay. So I pasted it in here, and it is a photorealistic image. This is my dream last night, y'all.
I had a dream.
I'm worried about my sanity. Photorealistic images of image
of a wacky multi-level house.
That's image one, I guess. A wacky multi-level. Looks as if it's been added on piece by piece, kind of like my granddad's old house. And rooms are laid out oddly, blah, 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 and all kinds of different design styles and everything. So I added a style reference, and I'll take it out here, and I'll just show you real quick. I just found this image that kind of closely described the house in my dream last night. So nice. That's it. I found it off of Adobe stock. So whoever took this picture, get out of my head, because
right.
that's kind of what
in your dreams.
That's what it looked like. So I'm going to use that as a style reference. Heck yeah! So you got references here. This is
Carolyn
old.
Says, "Happy Friday."
Yeah. Hey, Carolyn.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Great. Yeah. Happy Friday.
Glad you guys are here. And I'll keep the style at a minimum here. So I'm going to go ahead and just generate it. Okay. So I'll shut up and generate the image.
That's right. Let's see some visuals, dude.
That's right. Dadgummit. You didn't come here to hear me yakking about my weird dreams. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, there you go. It's kind of a nutty.
It's nice with the blue and the warm color.
Yeah, I like it. It did the colors and the light and everything there. So that's pretty cool. I love those. But okay, I'm going to take the style reference out. You're going to get a whole different result here. Okay, so
same prompt, but
took out the style reference. So let's see what happens.
Generate.
And we're going to do something with this. We're going to play with it a little bit. So, you have some different results. You got like Frank Lloyd Wrong, and you got like
that's haunted.
The Weasley's house, kind of like the Weasley. I kind of like this one right here. So I kind of like that one. So
I wouldn't go in that house. I would not go in there.
You're not going to go in that house? I'm sorry to hear this, Andrea, because I had you specifically in mind when I did this.
Of course you did. Of course you did. Of course you did.
Look, so okay, there's an option.
It doesn't look haunted.
It's not that bad, Andrea. We are with you.
And I'm gonna be outside taking pictures. I'll be like, okay, you guys go and tell me how it is.
Well, that's fine. You know, you're probably wise to do that actually. Yeah. But there's an option here. You see that there's of course you can download it. Yeah, you can do that. But let me back up here. I don't want to download it just yet. I want to send it to Photoshop and the web. Okay, real quick. I'll show you. I won't spend a lot of time on this, but you can go into Photoshop on the web, and you can do stuff to it. So this may look familiar to you. To those of you familiar with Photoshop, there's a lot of the power of Photoshop built in here on the web. I think this is so cool. I played around with this today, and so what if I call this Happy's
house,
fun house,
that she doesn't enter.
But she doesn't. She never enters. It's so sad. You know, we made this place just for her, and nice. So yeah, you can go in and do text. Color the text.
I would never be the person.
Yeah.
Gets caught in the house in those movies. Yeah. No,
I know. Well, there's a reason for that.
Yeah, because I'm smart.
Because you're smart. So yeah, there's that.
I watched that movie Smile again recently. That's pretty haunting. That's well done.
That is so creepy, dude. Oh my gosh. I'm now you have some options here, but I'm just gonna download it, and what it's gonna do is gonna download a Photoshop file. It's actually a Photoshop special Photoshop, not a PNG. Sorry, my bad. Share document.
PSD. I mean not PSD.
Yeah, I got the desktop app. I got the desktop app, so I'm gonna download phone. Anyway.
I never recommend it.
Well, what you can do is you can save it to your library. It takes a little bit for it to show up in your Creative Cloud library, but just a minute. But just in the interest of time, I went ahead and did it already. And so what you did is it will bring in all these layers, and you can go in and edit them, just as if. And this is all off the web. I downloaded this off the web. I just did this earlier, and I did did a thing here, so you can go in and say.
And just so people know, also when you're in Firefly, I do believe that there is a button where you can click where you can also go into Adobe Express and add elements.
Yeah. That's right. So you have all these great options, and I can go in and gen fill and say, wouldn't it be nice if there was a rabbit? Let's see, a cartoon. Rabbit wearing a top hat, because I don't know.
Where are you typing that? I don't.
It's like a magical. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in the contextual taskbar, and give it a second to generate, because this is all Firefly 2. It's all using the Firefly thing. So
we're seeing your Photoshop.
Are you supposed to be in Firefly?
Well, I was in Firefly. I downloaded this to my Creative Cloud library.
Where do you want us to be seeing now?
Okay, so I'm. Are you seeing my Photoshop?
Yeah.
Photoshop on the web.
Okay. Oh, you're still seeing that?
Okay. Yeah.
Click on the Firefly tab then.
Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm showing my.
As soon as he has a new monitor, he doesn't
I
get the
know.
text.
That's
And
right.
I was too
New
polite.
toys.
It took
I'm
took
so
Andrew.
sorry as I'm sharing my screen here.
Well, I see the Firefly
wrong
tab. If you just
screen.
click on that, you should go
Oh
back.
yeah, okay, we'll just do that. And but you can go in and so yeah, if I wanted to, I could add.
Blame it on Ben Q.
I blame it on
It works 'cause
operator
John
error.
seems so excited he forgot to share his screen.
Operator error. That's the problem. I'm sharing my. I know it. Oh my gosh. Okay, but
Okay,
yeah,
can we go to Firefly already? I want to see.
yeah. Anyway,
You know, Andrew's not patient. That's not the
Okay.
patient one in the group.
I have been patient.
yeah, okay. Anyway,
Ran out.
yeah. Anyway, long story short, you can go in and this on Photoshop and the web, export it as a PSD file to your local machine or to your Creative Crowd library.
Nice.
Creative Crowd library.
Crowd.
Proud.
And
Wow.
or and then you can go there and you can still add stuff to it if you want to, you know, like I don't know, you can share options, share it, open it in Adobe Express if you want to do that, and it'll pop up in Adobe Express. Give it a second. Then you can add text and you can add some Gen Fill stuff here, like I want something here or I want some birds up in the sky. You can do all that stuff. So anyway, just showing you that all this stuff works and plays well, really well with each other, and it's all
good.
using the power of Firefly and
Nice.
Adobe Sensei. They don't call it Adobe Sensei anymore. That's old school, isn't it? They don't call it.
That's the grandfather.
That's the grandfather, like me. Anyway,
Like me too.
They used
anyway,
to have somebody.
so that's with a model. That's with a reference model, and that's
With
without.
four.
So the reference models can give you a lot of power if you use those. And with that, I take my bow and move on to the next victim.
Great.
He said
Jump in.
victim. Victim? He
Victim.
said
I
victim.
didn't mean that.
Here we are in Firefly. As John showed you, text image, text video. So I'm going to go to text image. And as you see, Firefly image 4 is the model up top. Henrik, I think, knows, but the difference between Firefly image 4 between image 4 Ultra, and then, of course, image 3 is the previous one. But yeah, the image 4 Ultra, you get superior quality and detail, but I think you have to pay extra for that. Right, Henrik?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Okay, so for this one, I want art. I move the visual intensity slider to the right. I don't need a reference image. And then here's the prompt, 3D relief painting created from layers of carb soap. And then I want a goddess portrait in meditation. I hit generate. It's going to be in a landscape view.
Did you say soap?
Look at this. Isn't this cool? It's like in the past, when I would do these type of images,
Oh,
they were trying to give this effect, but they just didn't have the depth or the sharpness. Now I think they're just awesome.
They
Really
are.
nice detail. It has that relief look. Has a nice.
It's getting better and better each version,
Yeah,
and more.
pretty nice.
yeah.
Yes, that is
Very nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then do remember
I
when you
love it.
click on any image, as John said, you can click on open in Photoshop Web. You can download it. Here, it's just in the top left, it's telling you that it's commercially safe, content credentials. You can inspect them. If you go to edit, that's where you can bring it into like generate video, generative fill. But you can also go into Express where it says create a design, add text, etc. And then you can also go to share options, submit to gallery. And you just submit it to their gallery and they might showcase it. This one's nice too. So I'm going to submit this as well. Submit. Cool. Now, since I did that, okay, so I did Buddha and I did the face. So what I'm going to do, if I go back to text to video, and then let's see, Firefly video that you choose from at the top. Nowadays, you can also choose non-Adobe models, which is interesting. But you do see the little crown there. So I believe you would have to pay extra for that to use non-Adobe models to create. And then You can choose the aspect ratio. So widescreen, I think, is fine. And then from there, I just go down to where it says first frame. I click to find the image, and I'm just going to choose that Buddha image. And then instead of creating like a prompt that would be the same type of prompt of what created the original image, I want something that wants to, you have to pay extra. And then for this, I want a prompt that is for the video. So I might just say, lotus flowers swirl behind. I don't think you even have to get that descriptive. Like you don't have to say behind the Buddha. You just say lotus flowers swirl behind. And then I hit generate. And that's generating video. And then you see a little progress circle in the image on the bottom left.
And our happy little moving avatar guy.
Terrible.
You know, the bubbles floating around.
The bubbles. We don't have the little hairy guy going like this.
So that was pretty fast. Okay, so then once it pops up, just hit the play. Oh, that's kind of cool. Spiraling.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
Hypnotizing you.
Yeah.
Time to meditate, everybody. Time to meditate.
Oh.
And then, of course, you can download it, so you can share it to social. And so let me get back in the room and let
That is dope, SK.
It's dope. Yo.
Dope.
nailed
I
it.
love
Drew.
it. That's be my
Nailed it.
word.
And now let me share Andrea's stage. So let Andrea,
Go, Andrea.
take it away.
Andrea.
Go, Andrea. Go, Andrea.
Go for it. Go for it.
Go.
All right. So you've already seen the first, bless you. You've already seen the first screen. So I decided to go ahead and step inside of the screen. So as everyone has said so far, version of Firefly. I don't know if I want to do landscape. I'm gonna keep it a landscape, but I can have an option here to change it. No, I'm gonna do widescreen. I always widescreen. Just in case I want to put it on, YouTube or something like that. Content type, everything is cool. Visual intensity. I do like to turn mine up, but I like to keep it here just to see what happens. And then if I need to turn it up, I will. Composition and style, I will be doing those later. And then trying to see if I want to play with it. So now let's say I am not a creative person and I just know that there's something I'm trying to create, right? Let's just
pretend. Okay, all right.
Let's just say that. So I'm gonna say, you know what? You know what would be cool? It'd be cool if there was a fairy and the fairy was in like urban or hip hop clothing. What would that look like, right? So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna say fairy. So I would say dressed in urban clothing in the middle of New York. Gotta be right. In the middle of New York City. And then where is my prompting? Oh, I have it off. What? That was by default. You know I didn't turn that off. So let's see if it continues.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. A little prompt helper.
Yeah. You had to turn it on.
Right. So if you paste it back in, maybe it'll.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
There it is.
A ferry in the middle of New York City. No, I think I got to type it because I think it has to. A ferry rest in the middle
of New York City.
Is it off by default?
It should be prompting.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, in the middle of New York City. So I got to tell it something. No, it's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of popping away.
Yeah, it's acting weird right now. Hang on.
Yeah. It's mad at you.
I didn't do anything. In the middle of New York City. Holding a
just start typing and seeing, but doesn't seem to be responsive the way you normally do.
Yeah, it's not prompting. I don't know. It usually does. While cheering, you guys saw it though.
Yeah.
While cheering.
It's making you do all the work.
Huh?
It's making you do all the work.
Yeah. It is. But that's fine. I just was trying to show you that if I wasn't creative, but that's just not what I got. All right, while cheering for the New York Knicks. Is it Knicks?
Might get flagged for the
Knicks, N-I-C-K-S.
Okay, while cheering for the New York Knicks. Who are playing? It's just not going to do it. Okay.
It's not going to do it. Huh.
The Chicago.
You made it mad.
I know. Watch that be copywritten. We'll see. Hang on.
Oh, I know, right?
That's what I was saying. Yeah, the minute you have a reference to.
I don't know. It's taking it.
It looks like it. I'm not getting the error.
Okay. Oh, look at this.
Yes. I love it. But it doesn't show her cheering for the team, but that's okay. I like that.
Looks nice.
Let's see the series. Yeah.
Got the basketball in that one and the middle of the city. I like them all. They're all being safe. Look at that.
Oh, that's nice at nighttime look.
Oh, that's just as hot as can be. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So it came from the Dome Prome, but I think my favorite. I think that's my favorite.
I like the nighttime.
I like that one.
Yes.
Which one's your favorite, John?
Oh, the last one. That's just me. Yeah, I like
that.
No,
I want to know. This one's your favorite?
That's just me.
No, I know.
For me, it's the nighttime.
The framing.
Let me know you. Let me get to know you.
Basketball's a balloon, though.
Yeah, I love that one. I love that one too. What's your favorite, Henrik?
The one in the night, the nighttime thing.
The nighttime one? Yeah.
Yes.
I like that one.
It has a nice
that is
glow
majestic.
into it. Yes, this one.
Yeah, she's got like a fairy kind of pose going there too.
Yeah, I know it takes, I kid you not, it takes a lot for a image I generate to go on my social medias. Y'all don't know. I never post them because I'm just, but this one I might post. I might actually post this one. I might do something with it, which then says, ooh, I got the option of going into Photoshop, right? Or I can go into Express. Photoshop, what I'm gonna choose, because Express I always go into.
Don't be like me and share your entire screen. I mean, I'm just saying.
It's sharing. Yeah, it's sharing.
No, I see it. I see it.
I try to make sure that I share the entire screen, only because I teach in those. The students, I got to make sure they share the entire screen.
Yeah.
But so then I can go in here. I actually like it as is, but I might go in here and add some text or something like that. Then you would say, oh, but you could have done that in Firefly. But I'm gonna do specific edits to the text, and that's why I would choose to open it in Photoshop versus opening it in Firefly. In Firefly, you do have, AI text, and there's certain things that you can do to the actual text. But in here, I can do a lot more effects, and that's why I would go into Photoshop too.
Yes,
cool.
So there you go. There's mine, and now I will pass the baton to bring us home to Henrik, who to John is over there, but to me he's here.
We will try this.
Yeah.
So I'm always a fan of things that's usual not in that matter that I want to show it, because often for Firefly it took an image and creates out of that bunch of images new ones. So I tried here to make some fruits or vegetables. You can interchange it and make it out of glass. So I tried this, and beautiful. As you can see, it looks very, very cool, very nice. And maybe you have spotted it also with Andrew's pictures, John's pictures, and Andrea's pictures. The Firefly 4 model is very fast.
Yes.
Yeah,
if you remember, we have if we click on the Firefly 3, we had this little switch fast mode. we no longer have the switch fast mode because of it seems that the Firefly 4 model is so fast you don't need a slow mode and a fast mode.
Right.
So I will try this in the Firefly 3 model just to
See
to
what the
check
quality of image.
how the difference is. And I tried this prompt before, and I also got some nice pictures where it's here all together. Well, it's nice, but
bad, yeah.
my prompt was that I have, if you can see it, with a white plate, the transparent reflective surface, beautiful reflecting light. So the overall theme should be a little bit lighter, and here we have that dark background. It's also nice, but you can see a little difference in that.
Yeah, top one's zoomed in too, close up. Yeah.
Yes, and in my personal opinion, the reflective lights here are a little bit better if you
True to life. Yeah.
zoom into that.
Yeah, nice.
If you look at these reflections, look very nice.
Yeah.
And if you look here, yes, it's studio light, but for me it don't look as natural as the other ones.
Mhm.
It's also nice, but that's my personal view on that.
No, I'm with
When you try it with other prompts and switch between them, yeah, can see a little bit
yeah,
good portion of difference.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
And if I may, the interesting thing I want
so
to do some video
Watching
on it.
today's thing, what they ought to do, I was thinking, is instead of just being able to take your image that you created to go into Photoshop on the web or Express, it'd be great if you could automatically, while you just created your image, bring it into generate video.
Oh,
So you don't have to save it, then go to
Yes.
generate video, then
I think
go to frame.
yes.
I think that could
Good
be
point.
the next. I think that will be the next big thing. Also, to have not only these 5-second clips and
10
also
seconds.
to tweak a little bit here.
Yeah.
When you generate these videos, that you can say, okay, zoom a little bit more out, zoom a little bit more in with a slider or something
Mhm.
like that. So
Right.
you have a little bit control within the generative panel here,
Sure.
because you have here on the left side a little bit of control, but not as much as some video creatives would think about. But
Yeah.
as you can see, very, 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 for me personally, very interesting images.
Cool.
So that was my first take.
Very good. Very
I
good.
applaud you. Very nice. You and your cherries. Yeah.
So back to John.
Next one.
Ready, John?
I'm ready.
Next.
Ready,
Oh,
Tom?
now?
I'm ready. Are you
Now?
ready?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Now, John, now.
That was a new edition
Now,
countdown.
John, now. All right. Fine. Okay. All right. So, if you're like me, you've been thinking, one of these days I'm going to learn 3D, and you're still getting around to it. Am I just alone here? Maybe it's just me. But, 3D is a lot easier now with Project Neo. And Neo is kind of like associated, is connected to Firefly. So that's kind of exciting. I'm excited about that. I don't know about you, but over here in your third panel on the Firefly homepage is something called Scene to Image, which is still in beta, still in development, but you can still go in and play with it. So let's see what happens. I have an idea, and we'll see what happens. So you start out with some primitives here. So you can create an image based off of just what you got here, but I don't want to use that. So I'm just going to delete them. Sorry, goodbye. And I'm going to start with something a whole new thing. I'm going to make a cube. I'm going to move it. This is super easy. I figured this out in like 5 minutes, and I'm not like a 3D guy. So I'm going to scale it down just a little bit. And you can manipulate these things. So
Wow.
look at this. I can make I can make it like really long here. You got all these primitives here that you can add, and you can combine them to make more complex shapes. I mean, your creativity is going to go like, I almost lost my mind thinking of like, oh, this is so much fun. I could spend hours playing with this. Maybe it's just me, but then again, I am crazy. So then you can go in and kind of rotate this a little bit. And let's see, I like this this angle. So you got all these controls here. It's super easy to figure out and just kind of play around with. And if the worst case scenario, if things just kind of totally get fouled up, you can just start over. Like I can do that, like I had to do a few times. So then this is not the cool part yet. We're getting to the cool part. You're gonna love this. So, oops. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Oop, oh, wrong one. Sorry. My controls are going crazy here. Sorry about that. So that's fine there. Just in the interest of time, let's just kind of leave it like that for now. Yeah, you can rotate all this around here like that. I kind of like.
Yeah, that you get more of a 3D.
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of, yeah, but just kind of depending on what you're going for. I have something specific in mind. Let's just try that for now. And yeah, you can go in and edit. You can go in, zoom in on this a little bit, and round your corners maybe just a tad. I don't know. You're the creative person. You're the one with the power. All right, so yeah, I like that.
So what's next? Show us the magic.
Okay, well, hang on. Okay,
he's not patient.
Spinning it.
Andrew's been busting my chops today.
Andrew's not patient.
What's going on?
Well, you keep spinning it. And you're like getting to the creative part soon.
I want to get it just right, so just bear with me. Okay. So
I'm like, how many times is he gonna spin this square?
Andrew was in the Smurfs.
Okay.
Are we there yet?
Oh my word. All right, Andrew. Here we go. All right, so now down here you got a prompt.
Entertain me.
Okay, down here you've got a prompt. You're gonna make something here. So I'm gonna make a happy dancing toast man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what else I can do? You know what'd be fun? I'm gonna add a little. Okay, this would be fun. All right, check this out. All right, I'll rotate this and bring it down here. And okay, happy little toast man wearing a party hat. Happy dancing toast man wearing. Okay, brace yourselves. Okay, so this is
bracing. Okay,
it could be horrifying. I don't know. We're gonna see. So give it a minute here. It's thinking. It's creating a. It's okay. All right. So
you wrote toast like bread, and they put toast like champagne.
So let's put 3D
bread toast.
3D cartoon.
Dancing man made out of toast. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it is like, is this what you want? It's like that's no, that's not what I want. So give it a little help with prompts here, and well,
you got both toast and.
So we got a little bit of both here. How about not man? I think it's having trouble with piece of toast
with a face.
Yeah. So yeah, you gotta be a little more specific sometimes with your prompts. Just that's cool. So give it one more shot here, and there you go.
There
you go. I got my little happy dancing toast man. You got like 4 different versions.
Yeah, those are good.
He's wearing a little. So yeah.
So now, if you could download this and then bring it into Firefly Video, I want to see you animate it to make it dance.
Wow, that would be amazing. So I don't know. I could download it, I guess.
Yep.
That's a great idea. I'm going to just replace Toastman.
Yeah.
Toastman too. I had another Toastman that I was practicing with. So we'll bring it back up here into Firefly. All right. This is great. Oh, this is genius idea. I love that. So image to video. And yeah, we're gonna get started. Yep. I'm aware. I want 720. We'll do 720 for now. Normally I'd go 1080p, but you know. And I want to drag Toastman right here to my frame.
Nice.
And should I reprompt it?
Or just say dancing, right?
Or yeah,
I don't
just
know if you need to
dancing.
say all that just yet.
Yeah, dancing. Yeah. You're right. Okay. Prompt is too short. Well, do it anyway.
It'll do it. Yeah, I always get that.
Or what kind of dancing? I don't know, right? So,
Yeah.
Oh wow, did they stop it?
dancing around, maybe.
Uh,
I don't know if I'd put in cartoon though. It might change it.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, you're right. Toast.
I wouldn't even put character. I just put
Yeah.
dancing
Dancing toes.
around the living room or in New York City or yeah.
Dancing.
I love New York City. It must be.
All right. There you go. I just put.
So now you have to give it 3 dancing.
Let's see what happens. All right. So there's generating a video right now, and we'll wait for it. Hang on, Andrew.
Oh, I'm patient.
Oh, sure you are.
No, he's not at all.
I'm patient.
Oh gosh, gotta grab something.
Okay, good.
This is pretty fast. I see the progress circle going pretty fast.
Progress circle is going. Should I? I have a dad
For
joke.
sure, it's faster now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's not too bad. So yeah, hey, you should be dancing.
Yeah, it's perfect, right?
Yeah. So yeah,
They go well together. First the 3D, then
that's a great
It
idea. Man.
does.
Yeah, great idea, man.
cute.
So you could create your little 3D movies if you wanted to, with just conceivably. I mean, you could
All from an idea.
from an
And
idea using Project Neo.
That is cool.
Firefly video. So I don't
That's
know.
pretty good.
I like that.
It was worth it, all that spinning of the square in the beginning.
Totally.
Well, you listen, we know it was worth it. It's the other guy. Yeah.
What other guy?
He looks happy. I
The
mean,
Andrew guy. No, the Andrew guy. I was
yeah.
specific. I was specific about the impatient one.
Guy.
Well, the hat's a little weird. The hat's kind of freaking. It kind of
That's
goes.
okay.
It kind of jumps back and forth.
Yeah, but then again, maybe he's had a few.
He's moving so fast.
I don't know.
Pretty successful though. Yeah, nice.
Sorry to take up so much time.
Did you
guys.
download it?
All right, it was cool.
Yeah, I'll download that sucker. Yeah, that's a keeper. Dancing Toast Man. I'm just gonna say dancing. Yep, that's what it says.
So let's see.
That's pretty funny, man.
So maybe I'll jump in.
Jump.
Okay, so back in Firefly, that's video. So I'm going back to text to image, and then utopian city floating above the clouds, kind of a futuristic. Hit generate. Pretty fast. Wow, it's
Ooh,
detail nowadays. Yeah,
so cool, man.
I like it, but maybe I'll just change one thing. You always say floating above the clouds at night. I kind of want more like blues.
I do like that though.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. The details are better than they've been. Oh, this is kind of nice. Yeah, nice blue.
That was fast too, by the way. I'm just saying.
And I like that the scene is almost in this situation like the scene from before, only at night. So most of the time you think for yourself, I like that scene, but I want it in a little bit darker. In the Firefly models before, you most of the time get 4 totally different images.
Yeah.
But here you can see in the last 2 images are almost the same.
You should animate ahead of people walking next time. Like how we're walking across.
Oh,
the
yes.
thing.
Well, that's what I'm going to do is now that I created that.
That would be an interesting thing to have a scene built in
make them
Firefly as image and then make some filling thing and then paste some animation in it.
Yeah.
So you have like
So
like
people walking on the
poster-
walkway, and then what should I say? What have
Walking around.
something flying in the sky? What would I say?
Yeah, like it could be like flying saucers flying across the sky.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
Because that's normal.
There we go.
Well, I mean, here in Texas.
True,
Live
true, true.
stream. I'll make a little
True.
bit 720. Okay, so hit generate. People walking on the walkway and flying saucers fly in the sky.
You say they're walking on sunshine and see what happens. Whoa. And don't it feel good?
Hey! Dun, 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 dun.
Totally would love this if you can
It's pretty
post
fast.
music as a reference
That too,
Yes.
music.
or a video or anything.
Yes. They said that they're working on something supposedly, but we'll see.
Walking fast.
That looks pretty cool.
It
Yeah, I
does.
like the flying saucers too, right? Oh, here they
Oh, I
come.
love it. Yes.
And it looks a
Yes.
little bit like the scene before, so
I'm gonna have a dream about this.
totally fits.
Me too.
Pretty
Well-
cool.
I'll report back.
Mine will have fairies and pink in it though, and it won't have that haunted house you had. No. So so you know.
It wasn't haunted. It was magical.
Okay, ready, Andrea?
I am. So I was waiting on my screen to see, and I see it's there.
I'm
So we did
fast host. I'm the fast host.
Yeah.
So we
Hey, everybody.
Hey everybody, it's Speedy Gonzalez. No.
Arriba.
So we play with text to image, we play with text to video, we play with what was it, scene to image, and I'm gonna go into text to vector because there's my second heart. My second heart is of course Illustrator, so we're gonna go here.
Try now.
Why does that come on? That doesn't even make sense. I have a paid plan. You see that?
Yeah.
Well, say try now. It should
Let's
work.
try now. Maybe I think it'll let you use it.
I just don't like it that it came on, but okay.
I
Yeah.
know.
All right, so text to vector will allow
Teach me
you
the
to
chore,
create
too.
vector images, and you can spit it out as a PNG. And this is really cool for like animations and stuff like that. My students have to do animations and things such as that. So I'm just gonna go ahead, and you can do similar things you can do in the other ones where you have a reference image that you use. For instance, if you wanted to redo your logo and you had the older version of your logo, but you wanted to update it in some way, but still keep some of the features of that logo, you bring that in as a reference image and then just make whatever changes. Like you want to be more happier, or you want it to appeal to a certain target audience. You realize you're growing and you want it to be, a wider target audience now, to include, say, teenagers, because you're noticing teenagers are using it more so. So from marketing standpoint, you could do that as well. Notice this model is Firefly 3. And then, so I'm just going to go ahead, and here's a prompt. A tiny dragon wearing oversized spectacles, glasses, reading a book on a mushroom. A lot of my crafts that I do are about like reading and mushrooms and stuff like that. Just because it's just cool. That's why. So
Fun.
let's fix whatever issue it's telling me. It lied. It said hit tab and it'll fix it, but that's not true. So there we go. It didn't like the comma. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and generate that. I was hoping that the prompt came on, but it's not. So it's just having a moment. I guess it can have those. One thing I didn't change, I wanted to change was, actually we don't have the option here. I wanted to change the size, but it's not showing that as an option anyway. So I'm gonna get a square, which is fine. And look at that! Will you look at that? He is so cute. I don't know which one I'll pick.
Can you
my-
we can see larger? Yeah.
That is.
Oh my goodness! Look at that. Oh, don't toot.
Now, how'd you come up with that idea?
What? It's called Gemini. Duh. Gemini. Gemini. I said, I like with Gemini, you'd say, hey, I like reading. I'm kind of thinking of like these cool little characters that I want. I didn't say mushroom. Gemini did the mushroom myself. So
That's cool.
I heard you speak about mushrooms.
It did. I just colored a few last night that I'm gonna post later on today. So, but this would be exactly, and like I do a lot with like Bitmoji for my students and stuff. But I'm saying hi to them and things. And there is one with it on a mushroom. So that is awesome. And then if you like this one, whichever one's your favorite, you'll see the option up here where you can open it in Illustrator on the desktop, and then you can go into Illustrator and do whatever you want. Similar to when we did Photoshop, this one, and I'll further modify that later as well. But yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. So eventually it'll open in Illustrator on the desktop. I don't know it's having trouble apparently.
Andrea,
But
yeah, you're like me. You need more icons on your taskbar.
I do, man. I do. You know.
Do you have different versions of Chrome too? I see like 2 or 3 Chrome.
Would you say? Say it one more time.
In your taskbar or your dock, you have like 3 different Chrome.
Oh, you're talking about down here?
Yeah.
Down there. Sorry, your dock.
Yeah, because no, that I have about 50 different Chromes. So I have different profiles. So when I'm teaching, I'm in this one. That way they don't cross-reference. When I'm so if I go to my
Are those
right
totally
here,
different browsers?
Yeah, there are fully different browsers. So if I go into my Andrea Batts-Latson, which is more my business mode, or if I go into my teaching mode,
Can you do this on a Mac as well? This is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's where it started. You know, that's where life starts. Yeah, anywhere you have Chrome, you can have different profiles. That way, if you're searching for stuff, let's say I was a
and I thought it was smooth with my grouped tabs, but this is pretty cool.
Yeah, and this was before group tabs. So like if you if I'm talking about like say on my personal one, I can search whatever I want, but on my teaching one, I want to make sure it stays strictly education. So I only, like education and stuff like that. So yeah, I love those.
Top right area, add Chrome profile, correct?
Yep. And then you just put your email address in. I got my business one in here. I have way more than this on my Mac.
Specific tabs, and then you create a whole new set or something.
Yeah, you could I got all my kids, my husband, everybody has a Chrome tab. So if I'm doing like their medical stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. So, thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Look at that.
We're always learning, right? Always
learning. Firefly up in here. That's what I'm talking about. But that is text to vector. It is fun. And I know, like I said, a lot of you who are in here are my friends from the crafting community. And this would be one makes cups, and she makes amazing cups. And this is one thing she already uses the other one, but this would be cool too. Because you create whatever you want.
Nice.
Yeah. Very cool.
Excellent. Okay, ready, Henrik?
Yes. Because Andrea likes some furry stuff and not so creepy stuff. And
like scary stuff, remember?
And I'm a Muppet fan.
That's what I'm talking about.
So,
me too.
So I create a little,
I like
very funny animals. And also because of the crafting thingy, I think that it's also a good inspiration for making some interesting furry, funny playing.
Look at you!
Furry animals.
I should call you Wookie. His name's Wookie.
And as you can see, I always like it. I totally dig it. We have here the light source from the upper right corner, and it's in the eyes, it's on the nose, it's on the right side of the body.
Yes.
It's totally consistent. And this one, I don't think that anyone has photographed such an animal, fairy animal, before that, so that may be totally generated from Firefly. So maybe Sensei sits anywhere in China or Japan in the forest and paints out some of these animals.
And
I
on the
totally
nose,
like it.
on his nose too.
And
Yeah, the
Henrik,
detail. Nice.
Also here.
Henrik, you brought up a good point. I'm glad you brought that up because that is awesome. So for my, just so you know, for my drawing students, when they're trying to do, or anybody has a hard time with light, if you're trying to do a
Yes.
shadow study, put that reference image in, and you tell it where the light's coming from, and it'll show you, which is awesome.
It's good. It's good practice also for the photographers, because you can also make here some, here on the bottom you can make some adjustments, but I like this
so if
one very much.
I was to say, if you click on the top right one and download that, maybe you could have
This one?
Yeah, that
Or
one,
this
or
one?
even like the one on the left, where the mouth is open. You could
Yes.
download it and then bring it into video and then ask it to make it sing. And I want to see if it can move the mouth. Yeah.
I can do that. So
Ring my bell.
Did you download it yet, though? There's one. Yeah.
So singing puppet with mouse moving.
Nice.
Something like that.
Yeah, generating that.
Oh.
You get the same thing.
Ah.
Okay. I got that too.
I got that. I got in my too.
Oh, not nice.
I can't generate videos for this one today.
Oh,
So Andrew fixed that. See, that's why I was scared to go. You didn't see I didn't go to video today.
Yes.
Oh man! Wow.
Andrew, you got to email your people.
I know, right? I don't know
Yes.
why. That's
Maybe next time we have fixed it, but for now,
Yeah.
for today, I'm stuck with the image thing.
Yeah.
So as you can see,
Yeah.
I will go back to my files. And I can try to tweak this a little bit, only make it maybe
sweet.
Orange and blue. Maybe only 2 colors. Oh, now we have
fun.
a little bit hair and a little bit orange and blue stuff. So now you can tweak it a little bit, and I like this one. This is cute.
Yeah,
like a little fox.
Call him Blue. His name's Blue.
Foxy lady, foxy baby.
Blue. Blue Fox, because that in itself is a compliment. Blue Fox.
Yeah,
that's what we call him.
Okay, that's so far.
Yeah.
Next.
Adorbs.
If you were to, maybe if you message me real quick that the download of this image, I can see if I can upload it and animate it. See if my video is working.
Yes.
Can we put it in our chat, in our little chat over here? I don't know. No,
I don't think so. Like if you go to private chat, does it? Yeah, it looks like it only lets you chat with anyone in the studio, but you can't upload anything.
Boo.
That would be
nice to Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Facebook, different chat, but hopefully that's okay.
Let's see. Okay,
Try it.
Okay, send a photo. Cool. So let me click on it, download it. Okay, cool. So So let me go back to
your screen.
right. So I'm going to go to my screen. Okay, so I'm back and I'm in video. So what I do is I just click to get rid of that, prompt. And then I can see on my desktop, there it is. That's cool. I'm glad that I thought of that because I was kind of disappointed that we couldn't do that. So what did you say? Singing, singing puppet, was it?
Yeah.
With mouth moving, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Singing puppet with mouth moving. And, generate.
Moving right along. Foot
Oh,
loose.
so I got the same
so-
thing.
Oh,
You got it too. Okay. See,
So
I know
we
you're
have
gonna
to work
contact them
on that.
now.
Now I wonder if there's a glitch happening. Maybe I don't. That doesn't seem right.
No, it was with they did an update, and I don't think they included everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like they gave us all the general update instead
It's
of.
funny because I have a lot of credits. You know?
Wow.
I do too.
yes.
I do too. I like.
I thought it
only
was weird when
used-
this blue thing come up. You know, came up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
too
I
bad.
feel better though, because I thought it was only going to happen to me. And now that it's happened to all of
All
you,
of
not
us,
that it makes
yeah.
it better, but it makes it better for me. See what I mean? It was
You feel
me.
now. You feel
Misery loves company.
I know, yes, and I thank you. I want to be in the company of all you. So we're all doing. I didn't do.
All
A,
in the
I
same
We're
wanted
all
to do
way.
frustrated
video
together.
first. I was like, I'm not doing a single video because I gotta teach this tomorrow. No,
Right. So
Monday.
so yeah. So the thing
I gotta preserve
to
it.
the thing to let everyone know that's watching the public is, yeah, that they've made some changes to the plans, and you may be seeing that around on social. So there's different price changes and what you get for different prices for different plans. And it's, you know, even us who are community experts who are always cheerleading and promoting Adobe, it's affecting us as well. So, you know, something we have to look into as
Not
well.
just John's isn't limited. John's is yours limited?
It's supposed to be, but now it didn't give me that nasty message. So maybe
Maybe we can send the image
Yeah,
to
let me-
you.
I got it, and I'm
Okay.
trying it. I'm actually
Okay, so we're
trying.
sharing your screen
for you,
now.
it's
Yeah,
working.
go right ahead. So,
So John became
I know we
Andrew.
kind of wanted to see this. So, okay. So
It's more laughing,
it's more like laughing, but
but it's cute.
we got to do it.
Oh, good.
But yeah.
Good, John. One of us was saved, so you're not like us.
You know,
You're not like us. You're not
Okay,
like
so now,
us.
John,
I'm not like anybody.
John,
I don't know.
John,
what.
upload a new image and see if you can do a third video. You've done
Yeah.
two, but what happens if you try
Sure.
three?
Yeah. Let's see. I'll just get my little weird little house here.
Okay.
That Andrea didn't like. Oops. Try it again. Oh wait, no, that's the Happy's Fun House. That's what I wanted.
Singing.
Yeah.
I
Usually
just-
I'm honored when things are named after me, but you know.
By the way, here's what I ended up with.
Oh,
Oh, cute.
See,
better.
you know, so I
Because it's
added
fun.
a rabbit, and I added some birds, and
Yeah.
yeah. So
would-
it wasn't all
I would
horrible.
made
be
it a
okay
fun
being
house.
outside of that house.
Not
I
a
would-
scary house, but a fun house.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would stay outside, but I would be okay, like
Anyway.
being in front of it with the the font.
All right, I'm going to try one more. Okay, I'm going to try this. So what should I do? Zoom in on
Hey,
weird
Jolene.
house.
Jolene. My whole craft group is here.
Hey,
So John has the power now.
He does. He's
All
the
of us are
Andrew now.
restricted, but John doesn't.
I wonder if though my luck's going to run out. Though I feel like my luck's going to run out at some point. I'm going to keep
No,
doing it. It's gonna
They
give-
forgot to turn off that switch. That's okay, because now we just need Andrew to turn on our switch. Get our switch to turn on.
Yes.
Keep your switch on right where it is.
Yeah, not touching the switch.
Yeah.
Okay, got my little circles almost. It's getting
You
there.
got me going in circles. I'm glad though, because what I will tell you is
So yeah,
Last
you can play it
time-
now.
Yeah.
Andrew thought that if you had all the credits, then
That's
you know
okay.
that shouldn't happen, but it did. It still happened. We
It's
all have a
still-
lot of credits. So
Yeah, right.
I thought it was, yeah. I was like, oh, it's just my
yes.
account. But no.
So
Hey, Jody.
this is actually a photograph, and it looks like something like Picasso was drunk one day or something.
Yeah.
But you notice how the light is changed as you zoom in? It's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty
It's a
cool.
nice
Kind of
Yeah.
shadow
Mhm.
cascades
touch of-
downward.
Yeah, a little touch of realism there. So
The guy who built those homes, he's very famous.
100 Wasser.
His
should be.
sketches,
100
Yeah,
Wasser. We have
He's-
some of the office work here in Germany and around Europe.
he's amazing.
I like
Yeah.
it. I
His
really like
sketches are amazing. I
Did he
use his
do the-
sketches.
Did he happen to do the Disney Music Hall? You know,
He
the-
might have.
downtown LA?
I know he. I think so because it's crooked. Hold on.
Anyway, just wondering. Yeah.
Cool.
Worth a Google. Yeah, Google it.
Yes.
Cool.
100 Wasserhäuser.
You have like 500 Google instances, so
No problem for Andrea.
not a
Frank
problem.
Gehry. Yes, Frank Gehry. That's him. Yes.
All
he
right,
did.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in the Disney building downtown Los Angeles.
Very
I
cool.
use his sketches because you know how students are like, oh, I can't sketch, I can't, and I'm like, look at this, because his sketches look like a cat did it. You know what I mean? Like they really do. But but amazingness happens from his little sketches because they're ideas, and the students they understand it, and it really helps them to see him be famous and have these horrible sketches, and so now they're not afraid to turn stuff in.
That gives me hope. That gives me hope. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
he's amazing.
that was a pretty fun tour
Yeah.
of what's new in Adobe Firefly.
Woo.
Static images, video images, and even the Project Neo, the 3D. That was
Yeah.
very cool.
Use those 2 video images wisely, by the way.
Right.
Yes.
And so let me give a shout out to where we all are on social. So for Andrea, you can find her on her YouTube at youtube.com. Happy Teach to You for Fun. On LinkedIn at Happy97. On Instagram, Happy97. And then for John, you can find him on Linktree, linktr.ee, Pixelingo.
Because I'm trying to be like Henrik.
And like Heinrich is linktr.ee/H Heigl for Heinrichs. And then where the recording will be is where I want you to subscribe. So subscribe for my digital art, Photoshop, and AI art focused live streams and tutorials, youtube.com/@DrewCav. That's youtube.com/@DrewCav. Or if you go to YouTube, you can just search for Drew Cav on YouTube.
Your finger's freaking me out,
You
man.
can also find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Andrew.Kavanagh, where Facebook is constantly teasing me. I've been at close to 6,000 followers for like half a year now, and it'll go up, and I'll be like, oh, I'm getting closer. And then it'll like take 5 away. It's like
So close, man.
Facebook. Just stick Facebook.
We'll go out and recruit some people.
Instagram, Drew_Cav_. And then I'm on Blue Sky at drewcav.bsky.social, which I don't go to too often, it seems these days.
I forgot about it, honestly.
And
I'm on this
Behance,
guy all the time.
behance.net/drewcav. And then in terms of groups, come join the AI Art and Digital Art group, facebook.com/groups, AI Art Digital Art. Come join the Adobe Firefly group, which is run by Heinrich, the facebook.com/groups, Adobe Firefly. The Photoshop and Lightroom group, facebook.com/groups, the Photoshop and Lightroom group. And the second Photoshop and Lightroom group, Photoshop and Lightroom group. Facebook.com/groups, Photoshop and Lightroom group. So yes, thanks everybody for attending for what's new in Adobe Firefly.
Having
Lots of fun, lots of good stuff. And yeah, I'll have to work out the credits issue so we can do more videos for you next time.
Yeah.
So thanks everybody. And do check out the recording that will be posted in the various groups.
And
Thank
have
you.
fun. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.